This is a KGUN9 Now news update.
Hello, I'm Lydia Camarillo. Today is the last day for Tucson Unified families to decide whether their child will head back to the classroom or stay in remote learning. Superintendent Dr. Gabriel Trujillo says so far, 42% of families have chosen in-person full-time at elementary schools and hybrid at middle and high schools. 47% say they want to stay remote only. A heads up for high school seniors. Monday is the deadline to apply for a scholarship at Hughes Credit Union. 10 $1,000 scholarships will be granted to Tucson seniors headed to college, trade school, or certification programs. Each applicant will either need to enter an essay or a short video answering the question, what financial lesson have you learned in the past year and how has it impacted your plans for the future? Also happening today, educators, support staff, and families from Tucson, Sunnyside, and Amphi school districts are expected to hold a motor march to protest heading back to the classroom and support Prop 208. You may remember that is the bill that passed to fund public schools. The motor march is expected to start at the Dunbar Pavilion at 4 this afternoon. The Reed Park Zoo expansion is officially on hold. Tucson's mayor and council voted last night to pump the brakes for 45 days. Now, the city will have to host meetings with the community and zoo to find some common ground. In a statement to KGUN9, Reed Park Zoo says it is disappointed in the delay, but looks forward to reaching a solution. An internal memo by the Tucson police chief and details from the union are showing just how bad a staffing shortage is and what it could mean to the community. Just this week, we've learned TPD is losing 10 officers a month to higher paying neighboring departments. And now the chief has decided which calls officers will no longer respond to, both near and long term. The police union also continues to release stats on delayed call responses. The most recent sex offenses. In a social media post, the union says more than 400 sex offense calls had delayed response times in the past year. The longest it took officers to respond to a sex offense call was 23 hours. Let's take a look at your forecast now. Changes here. Winds will be breezy again today, but not quite as bad as yesterday. The strongest winds will stay east of Tucson. Much cooler air arrives for the second half of the week with a brief dip to the 50s and slight rain chances late Thursday through early Saturday.